Hello everyone, I'm Greg Look, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 169 of Factorio with Angels and Bob's Mods, where we are working on, what is it called, lithium ion batteries for science. We need lithium cobalt oxide and we need lithium perchlorate, and in the process of making lithium perchlorate we want to make sodium hydroxide solution, and that is what we spent the whole of the last episode on, because I was thinking that we were producing a lot of sodium hydroxide here, but this is stalled because we don't get a lot of sodium carbonate in. So we're trying to just make more stuff out of water, basically. And currently, well, we have all this water separation into purified water and saline water. We get way too much purified water and are trying to just clarify a lot of that. And then I realized that we could just use salination plants to turn water. Wait, is this what I wanted? This is the roundabout way of doing it. We can just turn water directly into saline water. It does take a lot of water, so we need to manage that, I guess. But I think that's okay. Actually, I forgot to bring salination plants, I think. Stupid. Well, we will have to go back for some of those. Let's remove this and this. No, I removed something wrong. We want this. And the reason why I want this is that I want to be producing chlorine and hydrogen as well, so we can export hydrogen chloride from here. Otherwise we could just turn something into sodium hydroxide, I think. I don't remember the exact things here. Maybe not. We could make the salt, normal salt, whatever. This is what I want to do. At least it's what I've decided to be doing now, instead of all this. So we will reduce these quite a bit, because they're just making unnecessary noise. We have all of this gas that we actually need to mix instead of just burn it all. But let's produce even more before we start doing that. The saline water is coming from here. Let's extend this, start a new line. Let's pin this, I think. And we need the salination plant. One other thing I wanted to test though is the capacity of pipes. If upgrading from iron to steel to titanium actually does any difference for fluid movement, or if it's just the underground pipes length. So let's make a test for that somehow. Let's grab a pump. Pump, 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 pump. Right here. And let's just simplify this quite a bit. I want to replace all of my steel pipe again. Just why not? Or why use all of that steel when you can just use iron? Okay, let's pump some stuff into storage tanks, of course. And I want 3 full storage tanks, basically. What is going on? How is this being drained? Well, it's going in here now, of course. Okay, I'm stupid. As always. Is it faster to just put in normal water, actually? Yes, yes it is. Okay, let's do this a little bit out in the open instead. Have 3 tanks. Well, I guess we should just fill all of the inputs here. Maybe it's not faster, maybe it is. And I'm sure I've done this test before actually with bulbs, but I'm not sure if it's changed or if I even remember, to be honest. I seem to remember that once upon a time it made a difference which type of pipe you used. But that might not be the case anymore. Okay, this is entirely full. This is full. Okay, 3 full tanks. We shall put a pump at the end. Now, as soon as we put this on, it will all turn on at once. We shall put some normal pipe at the bottom, some steel up here, and some titanium, I guess. I did not bring any titanium. Well, we can just start with steel and iron, I guess, if we're satisfied with that. Am I satisfied with that? Who knows? Let's test it though. The exact same performance here. The pipes are restricting the pumps quite a bit, as well as the capacity, oh well, the input. Yep. No change there. I don't think there will be any change with titanium either then. Now, there was one other thing I wanted to try. And that is if we add a few more tanks, if we can transfer it faster with a train than with a pipe. It is a weird comparison, I guess, but I want to have some fun, I guess. Of course, I would be pumping full speed into a train if I can. We need to fill this faster. Why did I remove the old one? Because sometimes I'm stupid. Speed up, please. Hopefully we can fit in the rail right here. Nope. So we need to move this. Great. So we want to move it all up here, of course. And now, of course, this is very favorable for the pipe because it's only one pipe's distance, or one underground pipe's distance. But that would just prove the point of a train being better. It is bigger, of course, as well. So if we just... Well, let's actually put stations. Because that probably... Or the train is probably smarter than me and knows when it's full. Faster than I do. And I would want this to be dual edit just so we can go back and forth along the same line. We need some fuel. Anything we should be crafting? This is something we need at some point, but maybe not yet. Let's just do this. That in. This one is called Gargish and Omni Industry or something. Full cargo. Empty cargo. You can start here now. And then when we turn all of this on, we of course need to unload the train as well. That would have been a good fail right there. But I'm pretty sure this will be faster, to be honest. Because that's an empty tank. And that's a full tank. And this is still chugging along at its minimum distance. Oh, does this? Yeah, this needs to be on the other side, I guess. Yeah. Just a thought, we can move a lot of fluid faster with a train. Not really that usable, to be honest, but it's a nice thought. And if I ever find a useful, use case for it, then I will try to remember and use it for sure. Let's not research anything more right now. Let's grab some salination plants instead. Why did that one train not have anything? I'm not sure. So much stuff that I don't need. Salination plant, please. Can we make tier 2s? Not without reinforced concrete, but let's put it up anyway. Yeah, and then you take all of my plants. Thank you. 20 of those, that should be more than we need. Maybe. What is the crafting speed of these? 1. So it will take, is it 5 seconds per craft? Maybe. Five seconds, yeah, for 400 saline water. So with 5 we make 400 per second. With 400 per second we can get fuel 4 of these. That's probably okay. They are larger than I thought though. I thought it was actually a 3x3 or a 4x4 for some reason. Oh well. Not that it matters too much. Okay, we need to leave some space for a lot of water input. Every 5 seconds we need 1,000. So we need 200 per second. 6, 12, 18, 24. We need 4. Okay, that's not bad. 4 of these to achieve our required water. And some power, of course. The output of this, I think we will just put directly into electrolyzers, or almost directly. We want this. There's no more direct way to do it, right? We can make chlorine directly from salt. If we wanted to do that instead, we might want to do a little bit of that. That gives us sodium as well. We do need some hydrogen to get our hydrogen chloride though. But I guess this ratio is not correct. And I said that I would need how much? If I make 1,000 per second, which would be what, 15 machines? Salination plants. No. What? Why am I so bad at math? Or is it Helmut that is bad? This will produce 400 every 5 seconds with a crafting speed of 1. That is 80 per second. It is me who's bad at math. Wait, what? No. If I make 5, it is me. Yes, it is very much me. I need 12.5, which is 13, of course, into 10. So we could choose between a long line that will get oversaturated very fast, or we could put it directly in. That will waste a couple of electrolyzers, but we have no backups, no bottlenecks really. So we want to do this. Now we don't really need space in between these then, so we can try to save some space with that. The output of these, we need to make the hydrogen chloride in a chemical plant. Let's actually just Helmut this as well. Can we set a number here? How much do we think we can get? Way more than 100 per second, okay. $800, and then we have some hydrogen left over. We need 6 machines. Again, we can just overdo the chemical plants. How are your inputs laid out? Nicely. Well, could also move this over one time to have a bit of symmetry on that. Could also move this over. No, we could not, unless we wanted to waste a space on pipe. Oh well. And this shall output hydrogen chloride. Easy. And now we're producing 800 per second. That's basically the capacity of a pipe. A long pipe at least. And that is something we want to export. This should also output its sodium hydroxide. Well, we don't really need that much optimization. And we have some extra hydrogen, of course. We have a lot of space, why not just... Of course we can't fit it in because I laid this out stupid. But this works. It should probably be overflowed into there though, so we don't get a shortage. Something like that. Good. What? We've actually used too much space here now. Okay, just a second. I want to make this pretty. We don't have a lot of space here. We have exactly this much space. We shall waste a little bit of pipe for this then. Good. Then the output, which we will hide behind the flare stack. And some robobot coverage. Good. So now we're producing a little bit of sodium hydroxide and a large amount of hydrogen chloride. And the hydrogen chloride is... No, sorry, the sodium hydroxide is needed for this, which we need to export as well. So export this, and that's it, I guess. This will be sodium hydroxide. No, not sorry. Hydrogen chloride. Oh, we shall have to live with that. We need to bring this down here. We also need another. Fluid depot. Okay. That seemed fine. And our next line of sodium hydroxide solution is gonna be a mess in here for some reason. Wait, why are we even putting it this far out? We can just have the next one right here. We should be able to go under 6 pipes, right? No? We have one too many then. Dang it. This one we shall move. Right in there. Then we shall have our oh, we're already making the sodium hydroxide solution, of course. With electrolytes. For whatever reason. Out of this. We're using that for more sodium hydroxide. Well, we will just have to connect both of those. So I don't even need this pipe. Don't need this pipe. Let's just move this in one tile, or 2 tiles, I guess. So that's one export. This is another one. Doesn't need to go as far. Okay. So we are using sodium hydroxide here. No, we are using a sodium hydroxide solution to make sodium hydroxide. And then we're gonna use sodium hydroxide to make sodium hydroxide solution. Maybe we should just export the sodium hydroxide from here and not spend it on sodium hydroxide solution, and then maybe try and keep this out of this loop. Only have it as a overflow. How does that sound? Is that stupid? Smart? Something? Problem is that we're not getting a lot of sodium carbonate in at the moment, it seems. Electrodes problem. This problem. Because I moved this stuff back to normal. Better. So we can turn the sodium hydroxide solution into sodium hydroxide. Should we also have it the other way around? Somehow. I just don't want it to be circular where we then put more stuff in here. So we would need to grab some of this. No, not some of this. We don't want to grab this. Maybe if we had a lot of this in the logistic system and not a lot of sodium hydroxide solution, in these tanks. Holy moly, that's gonna be annoying. My brain is exploding right now. We don't need a lot of the sodium hydroxide solution. And we're probably producing more than enough with the sodium carbonate we're getting in, at least while we are using carbon for fuel or for the power of everything. So we should have enough of this if we're not turning it into sodium hydroxide. We will only do that if we have a backup on this, and then we have enough for many, many, many hours. Then we are producing more sodium hydroxide for free down here. So we can export some. Oops, that's not correct. As well as the hydrogen chloride. Now, I did need 13 of these. I don't really want to go that big, to be honest. Or do I? Oh, I'm out of chemical plants, great. Also, where did I get a blueprint without this piece of pipe? Annoying. Come on. Dang it. Oh, we need a lot in general. Why do I always need more Angels machines? We're still burning the output of these. That's a bit stupid, but I don't think I'm gonna worry about it. We export this. It can eventually back up, preventing us from making more sodium hydroxide. Should we be burning it at that point to keep the sodium hydroxide production going? Maybe. Let's put a pump here into a flare stack. If I had any more flare stacks. Dang it. We need more of those as well. Let's take a blueprint of one, put it there. Connect these, say that if where are we? Yeah. Hydrogen chloride is above. We can have 200,000 here altogether. If it's above 180. At that point, well, let's do it for now. And then go grab some more machines and stuff that we need. Where's that one pipe that I'm missing? I want to go in between these. Well, these machines do look very dense, I guess. We got it. Yes. Okay, so we need to go back. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.